My desire is to share with you an experience that I think is relevant to the seasons and the times that we find ourselves in, especially now that we're heading towards the end of the year 2020, where most of us take time off to reflect on where we have been, who we have become, and where we need to be, and also plan and think about the coming year. I have also taken time off to spend with my family, and I also have that moment of reflection to reflect over my life. And there's this one particular experience that I would like to share with you and inspire you. A few days ago, I visited one of the stores in my area where we normally go to buy household items that we need from time to time. And as I approached the store, I realized that the doors were closed and locked. And I asked myself, why would they close the store so early? But I realized that there was a note at the door stating that the store is temporarily closed due to stock taking. In my mind, I underlined the word stock taking. Understanding that businesses, shops and stores, from time to time, they do close their doors, close for business in order to do stock taking, to go through their shelves, to remove any stock that is not relevant or needed anymore by the customers, and also to ensure that they have enough supply in order to provide a service to us as customers or clients, and also to make sure that they have enough stock to sustain their business. As I was driving back home, I was thinking and pondering around this word stock taking, that if we take that same principle and apply it over our lives as people, this will be much valuable. Because we as people, we also need that moment where we close shop of our lives for stock taking. And I know you're asking yourself, what do I mean by closing shop of our lives? I mean that from time to time, we have to have that moment where we close ourselves in, away from the clutter, away from the noise and the voices out there, so that we have that moment of reflection of our lives and go through the shelves of our hearts, our thoughts, our mind, our soul, in order to make sure that the thoughts and the emotions that we have are still relevant and valuable for us to be able to relate with ourselves and to relate with others. The challenge is that if we don't have that moment of quietness, that privacy, that time of reflection, we will live our lives based on the hurts of the past, based on the emotions and the thoughts of the past. And this will ultimately impact and influence our future or where we need to be. So it is important as human beings also to have that time of stock taking in order to ensure that we are healthy from within out, because it's all an inside job. If we don't relate with ourselves from within, it will be much difficult to relate with others out there. And what I normally apply in my life is the 2 components of emotional intelligence from the 5 components, which is self-awareness and self-regulation or management. Emotional intelligence is all about identifying your emotions and being able to manage those emotions so that you are able to relate yourself and to others in a better way. And one of the lifetime books that I enjoy reading is the book of Romans. It says, do not conform to the patterns, to the culture of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So this time of stock taking is actually the time to renew your mind. Next time when someone asks you, what do you do in your spare time? Tell them, I'm doing stock taking. Thank you. Continue breathing beyond your circumstances. This is where we ignite hope and change lives.